During Phase 1, trainees are subject to total control, meaning their every action is monitored and constantly corrected by demanding drill sergeants. The entire platoon may be punished for even minor infractions by a single trainee. The purpose being to foster a sense of common responsibility among the unit and to develop the type of attention to detail required of all soldiers. This phase also includes physical readiness training, road marches, confidence building, and formation marching. Trainees also receive an introduction into chemical, radioactive, biological, and nuclear CBRN readiness, which will include the proper usage of breathing masks.
The challenges that you face, you must overcome these challenges. This class is going to be hard, it's going to be strenuous, you're going to be tired, but you got to use that fortitude to get past it. We have standards here. We're not going to lower our standards, we're going to uphold these standards. Do you understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
The way to see, to pass, and get out of here is to pass all your standards, do not fail. Do you understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
If you have any questions, you make sure you refer to your Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, honor, self-service, integrity, and personal courage. Do you understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
Now look to your left, look to your right. You see your battle buddies. They come from all over the world, from different races, different nationalities. Make sure that you respect them. You understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
Zero tolerance to guys who do not respect their background, their cultures. Do you understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
Make sure that you are motivated here. Make sure you are proud of the uniform that you wear, because I am proud of the uniform that I am. Do you understand?
Yes, First Sergeant!
Now I'll introduce you to your drill sergeants. First student A, I see a drill sergeant. Drill sergeant Rodriguez. Drill sergeant Ramalista. You got second platoon, drill sergeant Rowe. Drill sergeant Cactus. We got third platoon, which is led by senior drill sergeant Ciro. Drill sergeant Reyes. You got fourth platoon, which is led by senior drill sergeant Stanley. And drill sergeant Smith.
At Treadwell Tower, the biggest thing trainees have to overcome is fear. Even though trainees are frightened, they see that they can do it. They see that it is safe. They see they can trust their drill sergeants and trust their battle buddies. It's a huge confidence boost. That's why it's done so early in training. Treadwell Tower is designed to test trainees both mentally and physically. For some, it will test their ability to overcome their fear of heights and conquer this obstacle, giving them a sense of accomplishment. At a high rate of speed, trainees rappel down the tower. This is by far the most mentally challenging and rewarding part of the trainee's experience at Treadwell Tower. Trainees use the cargo net to climb down the tower once they have successfully completed all of the requirements at Treadwell Tower.
Walk back.
Now run back and pull.
Training, walk the back. Walk the back.
Walk back. Walk back down.
Journey, where are you?
Lane 2, hombre!
During the team development course, trainees learn the art of teamwork and team building. In order to accomplish the complex tasks, trainees learn they must function as a team. Otherwise, they fail as individuals. They learn that to be a good leader, you must first be willing to follow orders to get the task accomplished. Notice that these tasks would not be possible without teamwork that is being demonstrated by these trainees. Trainees learn that they don't have to solve a problem all by themselves. They must work along with others to complete the mission. Learning to evacuate injured soldiers out of harm's way in a hostile environment and get them to safety so they can have a better chance of survival is an essential skill taught during medical training lanes. Medical Training Lanes, MTL, teaches trainees the necessary combat life-saving skills they or their battle buddy may need one day on the battlefield. Medical Training Lanes is a 2-day event where trainees encounter tactical scenarios in a realistic environment.
Bang, 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 bang.
Alright, security cover. What are you supposed to be doing? Cover, Sergeant.
Bang, 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 bang.
The combat conditioning course is an excellent test of trainees' endurance, stamina, and physical fitness as they run across the variety of obstacles. The Anvil Field training exercise is built upon other skills such as squad tactics, medical training events, and chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear (CBRN) attacks.
Bang, bang.
Comes off the ground, you're not local.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Step.
Contact, contact, contact.
Go. 10 o'clock, 100 meters.
10 o'clock, 100 meters. You can return fire and forgive. Alpha team can bounce back.
And then we can down back to the same line of Bravo, or tie at least.
The gas chamber is actually the chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear (CBRN) confidence chamber. The trainees learn about the M50 field protective mask, or gas mask. They then develop confidence in the mask's protective capability in the chamber exercise, where trainees learn proper handling of a gas mask and how to calmly place it on their head and breathe. This exercise exposes trainees to a simulated toxic environment by using CS gas, also known as tear gas. It is a substance that is used as a riot control agent. It is non-lethal and builds the trainees' confidence in their gear, with the understanding that the masks can save their lives. This experience gives them confidence as they now understand some of the basic protective measures that must be taken against CBRN weapons or hazards. It further reinforces the understanding that soldiers must be ready to fight regardless of the circumstance.
Get on the trail. Against the wall, against the wall, against the wall, against the wall. Stay against the wall, stay against the wall, stay against the wall.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Stay on the trail, trainees. Let's go, trainees. Stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. Training, on the trail, on the trail, on the trail, on the trail. Stay 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 on the trail. Slap the arm, trainees. Slap the arm. On the trail, training. On the trail. Stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. On the trail. On the trail. On the trail, training. Stand up. On the trail. Stay on the trail.
Stay on the trail. Stand up, flap your arms. Hey, forward. Hold down, flap your arms. There you go. Whoa. Take your hands off each other. Flap your arms. Flap your arms. Flap your arms. Keep moving. Flap your arms.
Widespread destruction that can be held in the palm of your hand. Trainees are taught every aspect of hand grenades, pulling the pin and throwing techniques. They are taught about the different types of hand grenades. At the end of training, each trainee throws 2 live hand grenades.
Ready.
Throw. Frog out.
Frog out. Identify.
Left.
Frog out. There you go. Identify. Throw.
Learning the basic skills of a soldier. During this phase, trainees will begin learning the basics of rifle marksmanship, maintenance, and engaging targets at varying distances. During this phase, trainees also learn hand-to-hand training and how to prioritize multiple targets simultaneously. In addition to marksmanship training, trainees also continue their physical fitness training and will be expected to navigate obstacle courses. White phase will also be trainees' first introduction to warrior tasks and battle drills. Rifle marksmanship. Qualification is the culmination of many hours of rifle training. It is an exercise designed to test trainees' ability to apply learned principles and acquired skills by firing at targets from various distances. Depending on the number of targets scored as hits, trainees earn a designation of marksman, sharpshooter, or expert. Buddy Team Live Fire, BTLF, teaches trainees individual movement techniques and how to engage the enemy with their M16 rifle. Buddy Team Live Fire instills confidence in trainees as they negotiate the Buddy Team Live Fire course. The trainees will shoot, move, and communicate until the objective is suppressed or neutralized.
What did I say? Moving!
Let's go. Drop that magazine. Drop your magazine.
The Army Combatives Program enhances unit combat readiness by building trainees' personal courage, confidence, and resiliency, as well as their situational responsiveness to close-quarters threats in the operational environment. Basic hand-to-hand combat training stresses simple, aggressive tactics with which to subdue an opponent. It consists of various kicks, blows, takedowns, counters, and other movements used to disable or kill an opponent. Trainees are instructed by skilled combatives certified cadre members that train them through hours of training under simulated combat conditions. Fight strategies and combatives. Fight strategies and combatives have 3 key stages: close the distance, gain dominant position, and finish the fight. Training starts with ground grappling to teach the basics, then moves on to more difficult standing techniques. Trainees learn a range of defensive escape techniques to help them get into a dominant position in a close combat fight. Then they learn offensive skills. In the Infantry Squad Battle Course, a squad of 12 to 15 trainees on patrol encounter indirect small arms fire. During the attack, the squad suffers casualties that have to be moved to a landing zone for an air medical evacuation, which they call in. Blue Phase. Overcoming trainees' final challenges. The final phase of basic combat training builds on everything trainees have learned so far and will serve as their final rite of passage from civilian to soldier. During this phase, trainees continue learning advanced marksmanship and maneuvering techniques, including engaging targets as part of a team, convoy operations, and identifying and disabling improvised explosive devices. They train on advanced weapons and learn how to throw live grenades. As part of their final challenges, trainees embark on a multiple-day course to test their survival, fitness, and soldier skills. At the end of the phase, and after the trainees have passed all of their challenges, they will be qualified to wear the Army Beret as a fully qualified Army soldier. After becoming familiar with the use of automatic weapons and hand grenades in U.S. weapons training, trainees put their training to the test as they negotiate the night infiltration course. After passing all their tests and challenges, they congregate for the rites of passage. Trainees conduct pugil sticks training in order to build aggressiveness and confidence required to defeat the enemy in close combat using the rifle and bayonet. A pugil stick is a heavily padded training weapon used by military personnel for bayonet training since the 1930s or 1940s. Many trainees have never experienced the realities of interpersonal violence found in close combat, and pugil sticks provide effective but safe full-contact combative training at the entry level. It is also an effective tool for enhancing the endurance and improvisation that are building blocks to developing the physical skills and mental toughness vital to success on the battlefield. The Confidence Obstacle Course, COC, helps instill Army values, build confidence, and raise personal courage between trainees. The Confidence Obstacle Course is designed to test trainees' endurance, stamina, and willpower to boost their confidence in the ability to perform under trying conditions. The Forge is a grueling 96-hour cumulative training exercise that puts Week 7 trainees in a patrol base as they encounter a multitude of combat and logistical scenarios. During this time, trainees will be forged in the furnace of shared hardship and tough training. There will be multiple road marches, a tough night infiltration course, a combat resupply event, a casualty evacuation drill, a pugil sticks competition, and the reflexive fire range. Over the 4 days of events, the trainees navigate about 46 miles. The Forge emphasizes battle drills, tactical operations, and numerous foot patrols. The Forge replaces the 20-year-old Field Training Exercise 3, which had trainees working at a forward operating base or behind the wire. The Forge is the culminating event in basic combat training, and in order to become a soldier, all trainees must complete and pass the entire evaluation. The Forge is the final event designed to see who has what it takes, and all trainees must complete the Forge.
Cover me while I move! Weapon on stage, move!
Left side moving! Weapon on set!
Weapon on safe, moving!
left side. We're going to move back over to our position. We need to get our spacing back together.
Same position as before.
Right side, stay covering us.
Yes. Got you covered. Got you covered.
Let's go, Ronay! Come on, Ronay! Get in there, Ronay! Let's go, Ronay! There you go!
Let's go, man.
There you go! Oh, that's clean! That's clean shot! Wow! Hey, you guys keep moving!
Let's go,
Better reattack! Oh! Yeah, get her!
At the end of the forge, trainees participate in the rite of passage. This is the moment when the legacy is handed down. They earn the title Soldier, and the newest soldiers put on their berets for the first time in basic combat training. The BCT grog has a long and glorious history. Field artillerymen load their cannons with powder charges to send rounds down range. But now individual charges will be loaded into the BCT grog. They then pour 7 charges into the drum of grog. The battery's newest drill sergeant loads the supercharged 8 of the warrior's ethos of all the soldiers who have served since the beginning of the Army in 1775. The commander samples the grog to determine if it is fit for consumption by the BCT soldiers. The entire formation quickly files through a serving line as the grog is ladled into their canteen cups. Once back in formation, drill sergeants lead 7 toasts. The toasts are for the United States, the President, the Army, the battery, deployed service members, fallen comrades, and to drill sergeants. "This we'll defend," the Army motto, is shouted by a drill sergeant at the end of the toasts.
Class 3319, good evening. It is absolutely an honor and a pleasure to be standing in front of you guys tonight. Over the last, let's say, 7.5 weeks, you guys have gone from basically civilians in a uniform to tonight you will turn into soldiers in the U.S. Army. I will reiterate some of the things I've said throughout the cycle. This is not, what you are about to enter into is not something new. Everything you've learned from this point forward still applies. So I ask that you remember everything you've learned, everything the drill sergeants have instilled in you up to this point, and bring it forward with you the rest of your Army career, as well as the rest of your life. The U.S. Army is one of the most historic organizations this world has seen. In the last 100 years, there is not a single organization on this planet that has done more for mankind than the United States Army. And you guys have chosen to join that profession. That is very commendable, honorable, and I salute and applaud you for it. The last thing I want to say, I know you've been super focused on the forge, on your training, you're going 100 miles an hour, but some of you may have realized this. Today's date is June 6th, 2019. I want you to think about that for a second. That day might ring a bell for some of you. 75 years ago today, the Allied forces landed on the beach of Normandy in World War II. 75 years ago today, 156,000 Allied soldiers hit the beach in France. The sole purpose of protecting the freedoms of this country and liberating Europe from Nazi Germany. I cannot think of a better way to honor the sacrifice of the greatest generation than the 156,000 people that hit that beach than to have you guys become soldiers in this profession. From this point forward, you are no longer trainees. You are soldiers in the United States Army, and I applaud you for that.
The new soldiers put on their berets for the first time and drink a symbolic grog. They get a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood, and they know that they are part of something bigger than themselves. The rite of passage acknowledges that the new soldiers have passed a milestone in basic combat training, and it instills a sense of history in them. The ceremony is a tradition for BCT soldiers Army-wide, all with slight variations that make them unique. Putting on their berets signifies that the trainees have earned the title of United States Soldier. They will now stand with their drill sergeants as the nation's newest soldiers. Another tradition in the Blue Phase is the Warrior Meal, where the soldiers are rewarded with an all-you-can-eat buffet served by the drill sergeants.
The Distinguished Honor Graduate of the Cycle Award is presented to the soldier who demonstrates overall excellence in training and character development throughout the training cycle. The Distinguished Honor Graduate of Class 2919 is
Private Micah Scanzilla, Dahlonega, Georgia.
the Private